The Parliamentary Committee on Mines and Energy has directed the Ministry of Finance to conduct an audit to determine the level of indebtedness among state-owned enterprises in the energy sector. Parliament is yet to be furnished with a total debt stock of SOEs in a sector that is faced with high indebtedness. The minority said the indebtedness could plunge the country back into energy crisis if not properly checked.
Mr. Speaker, the committee noted that an amount of 5.4 billion out of the total proceeds realized from the ESLA PLC bond issue was applied to redeem part of the legacy debt of the energy sector. Notwithstanding the payments, substantial portions of the debt remain on the books of state-owned enterprises in the energy sector. Additionally, energy sector SOEs continue to accumulate new debts. The convoluted nature of indebtedness among participants in the energy sector makes it difficult to determine the actual indebtedness of the sector. The Deputy Minister for Finance considered that the cash waterfall mechanism, which was designed to address these challenges, is still not operational.
What the chairman talked about, the price stabilization and recovery levy, Mr. Speaker, is a major factor for us. Article 174 of the Constitution clearly states that it's only Parliament that can, one, institute or establish a tax or levy, and it's only Parliament that can vary it. The Minister of Energy has no business determining that he wants to suspend it or wants to increase it. Even the reason they gave is untenable. At the time you suspended the levy, crude oil prices were lower than today. Today, crude oil prices are higher than at that time, and yet you've reinstated the levy. If you look at the total debts that we have owed by government itself to some of these utilities, it's beginning to be a bit frightening. Mr. Speaker, if you look at car power, as we speak today, government owes car power $150 million. They have not paid. As we speak, ENI, government owes ENI alone $160 million. If you look at NETCO, government owes NETCO $162 million. If you put the IPPs together, government owes them about $1 billion. If you take just Ghana Gas, it's about $735 million.
The reason why we've not been able to issue the additional bonds to service or pay down the balance of the energy sector is entirely for this reason, because the revenue flows that we are generating from the levies has not risen in accordance with inflation and currency depreciation. As such, we have not been able to additionally issue the additional bonds to service the remainder of the debt. However, Mr. Speaker, it's not all the debt that remains that incurs interest. A lot of these legacy debt issues were supplies that were accounts payables and accounts receivables that were not paid and had become debts. And so, therefore, they were not acquiring any interest. So I think it is inaccurate to say that these debts were acquiring interest or incurring interest at the rate of 19% going forward.